Welcome back to the Olympus Report, demigods, monsters, and gods alike. Strap in, Half-Bloods, we just got another teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. Disney Plus posted a compilation trailer of all their upcoming content, including several shots of Percy Jackson Season 2. So let's watch them all first.
The hero will become a powerful weapon.
It just looks so amazing. From the characters to the sets to the CGI, it all looks incredible, and you can definitely tell that they had a bigger budget on this season. Alright, now let's take a look at each shot individually and break it down. Up first, a close-up of Percy slightly wet. I believe Walker talked about how Percy would no longer get wet in this season, so maybe that's a power we see him develop, and this is before. It looks like he's on a boat, and my best guess is it's the SS Birmingham. We can see that he's looking up at something, and he definitely looks scared, so I think this is right before Scylla attacks, which would place this shot right as they enter the Sea of Monsters. Next up, the chariot race. We've seen this first shot before, but we got a lot more here, and there's a lot to unpack. In this shot, we see Annabeth and a fellow Athena camper racing around a bend. Both are wearing gold armor, featuring an owl on the chest plate and an olive branch on the helmet, both representing Athena. And we can see Annabeth's camp necklace. In the background, we see Percy and Tyson hot on their heels. It seems each cabin has a color theme, cabin 6 being gold and cabin 3 being blue. Let's just put these two chariot race clips together for a second and appreciate them, because honestly, I never thought we'd get here, Half-Bloods. Okay, moving on to the next chariot race clip. This shot is a wide shot and gives us a better view of the course. In the background, we can see tents, flags, and banners of different colors. Like I said before, I believe they represent different cabins. We see cabin 6 and 3 racing around a turn, and if we slow down, we can see Tyson holding a trident while Percy steers. But what caught my eye about this clip is the statue in the middle. It appears to be of a woman in a chariot led by what I think might be dragons, making me think this might be a statue of Medea. Not sure why Camp Half-Blood would have this, but it could be a cool reference to the heroes of Olympus. Alright, and moving on to our final clip from the chariot race. A slow zoom in on Annabeth that gives us a better look at her outfit. She's gazing at something in the distance, and I think it's the Stomalian birds, putting this at the end of the race and right before the attack. Under all these shots, we can hear Annabeth saying, "A hero will become a powerful weapon." I think this may be in regard to the Great Prophecy, and I think she's talking about Percy, maybe to Chiron. Up next is my favorite shots from the trailer, the Persebeth shots. Percy and Annabeth appear to be on a boat, and Percy offers his hand to help Annabeth up. An inverse of this shot from season 1. I love how Annabeth helped Percy once, and now he's returning the favor. A great callback. In the medium shot of Annabeth, she appears to be very upset, and I think this moment happens on the Queen Anne's revenge, right after the siren scene. I think Annabeth's upset about what happened, and I think Percy tries to comfort her, telling her it's all going to be alright, ending in him helping her up. It looks to be an extremely touching moment, and I can't wait to see it in its entirety. In the background, we can even see some ropes. Perhaps the ones Percy used to try and tie Annabeth up. Next, we see an explosion, and I think this is aboard a boat. We can see a life raft and maybe what looks like life jackets. I think this is when Clarice's ship is torn apart. Next, we get Percy versus Clarice. I've already theorized that this scene happens right after Clarice blows up the Hydra. We've seen the first two shots before, but we got some new clips. My first reaction is the choreography is once again top-notch. It really looks like these are highly trained warriors. We've got Percy diving under Clarice's spear, and in the background we can see 3 characters. On the right, we can see what definitely looks like a Confederate soldier. In the middle, we see a soldier that looks to be wearing a helmet and holding a spear. Now, I have a theory. What if Clarice has an army of more than just Confederate soldiers? What if she has the losing side of soldiers from all throughout history? I think this could be an interesting twist. However, on the left side, there looks like there's a girl handcuffed. Now, I'm going to take a crazy guess here and say this might be Allison, the show-only character that they added. Because if not, I have no idea who this is. Next, we see a woman blowing some powder, and I believe this is Cece. Circe. The background definitely looks like a tropical spa. And I have a theory. Instead of a drink, I think this powder is what turns Percy into a guinea pig. Then we have a cloaked figure traveling a mountain landscape. My best guess is this figure is a representation of Kronos. We saw season 1. So this shot and the next, I believe, are maybe a dream that Percy has. In the second shot, what I believe to be Kronos kicks open the door to cabin 3. Definitely feels nightmarish to me. And finally, we have what I believe to be Grover. If we look close, we can see his horns on a beach facing down a sea monster. I think this might be an added scene to the show, as I can't place where it might be in the book. Perhaps it's right as he gets to Polyphemus's island. Or maybe we see more of Grover's journey in the Sea of Monsters. So much to digest, Half-Bloods. It may not be a lot, but we got so much information from just short clips. I can't wait till we get a full-length trailer. I am just so excited. But that's not the only news we got today. We also got a new animated teaser trailer for the Percy Jackson experience at San Diego Comic-Con. There's going to be a signing and a cast panel happening on Thursday, July 24th. My guess is there's also probably going to be a booth. I'm hoping at the panel we get a full-length trailer or at least maybe some new casting news. But let me know what you thought about this teaser trailer down in the comments below. What was your favorite shot? But until next time, I'm signing off. Please, as always, stay safe.